problem. There's a fan in there that's supposed to spin, and it's not. We've got diesel igniting, obviously, but that fan's not spinning, so let's try and get it spin. Okay. Oh, goody. Yep. Oh, looks like my fan's stuck. I don't know how I'm gonna get it fixed here. I might have to pull the top cover off. Alright, I'll be back. It is tight. There we go. Come on. Don't fail me now. I need you. Shut down there is unhappy. Yes, it's going to be spinning that way, so see what happens here. Okay, I don't really want to take this motor apart. Full rotation out of it. There we go. It should loosen up. All it's done is sit. There's no reason it should be stuck. Slice your fingers off. Tight, right? Come on, spin. Oh, we had a spin. She's sticky again. Oh, I really wish that grabbed onto there. Okay, different pliers, I guess. Well, it's got one hard spot. I won't give it up. there's no reason for this. Of course, with this fan on here, I can't do anything. These are Allen keys. At what point do you give up? Gonna bind up again, but well, might be lucky. Sometimes you gotta reset it a few times, sometimes it'll do it by itself. Oh no! A little bit, yeah. I'm just hoping it lights and then I don't need to worry about it. It can just sit here and do its thing. That cover was coming off anyway, so I'm not heartbroken. Oh. No hope of dropping those in 10 feet long. Alright, what's inside door number 1? Look at that. Filter. Plug filter. Plug filters. Awesome! I bet you this is why this thing's been a bear to get lit every year I've ever owned it. You know, I've got an air gun here. Why don't I just blow it out with that? Still clearly wrong, isn't it? Not pumping air. Let's see what's behind door number 2. On the ground. Well, first of all, half, 4.5 is pretty tight. It's like a carburetor, I'm hoping.
Yeah, air fuel.
Yeah, exactly. Won't just be a plug.
Spring on it.
Hey, hey! Corrosion, crap, gunk, gel, schmutz. There we go. Found the problem.
Unless, like you say, this hole here gets pressure from.
Yeah, well, it could be plugged on the other side or something. It was all trial and error, man. Okay. I think that's what was binding up anyways. Watch your head. What a pain. Yeah, you can see through all the holes. Think that's gonna make a difference this time?
But how's it pumped?
Well, it's just a vein. Same as an oil pump. That's the way that works.
Okay.
It'll collect air down here and then compress it here,
Yeah.
and that's what shoots it through this line. But when there's parts and broken things,
Isn't that the keeper to keep it in there?
I don't know. It's floating. It's floating, and I don't know why. Oh, nothing. I just pulled it all back apart just to look. Now the spring, the spring fits nicely in here. I don't know. Thinking that's it. Alright, here we are. Second day working on this thing. It's been a couple of months since this part's arrived, but let's open it up here. So in the baggie here we have a new rotor and discs and whatnot. I'm hoping it's the same size. as what's in here. So we're gonna find out together. There was many options on Amazon. Those were recorded, weren't they? Was that as well? Yeah, they're 5/16. Right? Alright, cover off. Filter. Come on, lady. There we go. Filter gasket. And you've got these bolts underneath. And the housing comes loose. Oh, I guess it's easier if I just give in and take this off. Oh, you don't need to take those right out. So that I've got a couple pieces out of here. There's a fan guard that goes right here that's not on. I'm just going to take this fuel line off. Come on. Okay, now that you've got the whole assembly off, I actually had, I can't remember if I showed it, there was a whole bunch of buildup in here from mud wasps. They filled it completely full, so I wasn't getting any air through the air pump at all, and my discs were more or less completely gone. There was nothing at all left of them. I actually have no clue in the world how to get that out of there. I've never done this before. But we're gonna find out together. Try first, I guess, just to grab it. Where does one grab? Alright, pick, maybe? Yeah, pick. Cool. Okay. I've got a clip that was floating around in there all willy-nilly that I'm sure was supposed to be installed. But if you heard earlier in the video, this was making a horrendous noise, so it all makes sense. Okay, here we have the new one and the old one. They're similar weight. They're actually really heavy. I don't know what they're made of, but they are the same size, which makes me quite happy. Oops. Just as I was wondering which way you think that went, I would assume that way. Line up things. Is that it? No? I wouldn't be surprised if something's bent with the amount of torque that was on this. But it is spinning. And I think these little square guys just live in here. They are rectangles, so probably, yeah, there we go. Long way. But I think they just ride in there. And I don't think you're supposed to grease anything, as this was dry when it came apart. And it's an air pump, so logic dictates that, well, it's got to be dry if it's pumping air. Yeah, there is a high point in the motor. I can feel it with my hand. But look at these guys, they're doing what they should. So they'll be flinging around there really fast. I also misspoke earlier when I took this line off. That's an air line, not a fuel line. That's the pressurized air that comes from the air pump here. But other than the little bit of a deviation in the motor, that's all on there, and that's how it came off, I think. So, like I said earlier, I cleaned this plate up. I cleaned up all in here and everything, so it's all free of wasp. We're just going to start with the airline just because it's the easiest to do when my hands got the plate floating freely like this. But we're going to torque it down once the plate's bolted on so that I don't bend the line more than it already is. Now, like I said, I haven't watched any videos on how to do this. I'm just winging it. When I looked up air pump rebuild kit, the pictures were pretty self-explanatory, so I thought we'd just wing it. And if it works, then I know I didn't mess anything up. I'm just going a little tight with those, not tight at all. Controlling it with my gun. And if it spins, like that, look at that, nice and quiet. Make sure nothing was jammed up. And well, it turns again. That's more than we got last time. Still spins, still works. Oh, get this big boy back on. There we go. Worked properly in years. I've always had to fiddle with it to get it lit. That's awesome. Right on, there. Maybe now I can melt what's falling.